Hi, I'm Dr. Holda Gueye. I am the creator of the Matrix of Transformation paradigm. It's a paradigm that I have been using through my coaching with my patients. And initially, I was using it to help my patients make some powerful shifts in their health, only to realize that they were also making powerful shifts in their entire lives. So what is Matrix coaching? Matrix coaching simply relies on the knowing the truth that your entire world, everything that you are experiencing right now, is shaped by your self-perception, by your self-identity, by who you think you are. The Matrix of Transformation paradigm says that your self-perception, who you think you are, your identity, creates your beliefs, which in turn create emotions, which in turn create thoughts, which in turn will create your behaviors, and then your 3D reality. You see, a lot of the healing work, even in the field of the law of assumption or the law of attraction or how to create your own reality, a lot of the people that teach this are stuck in the downstream portion of this matrix. And every part of this matrix is important. And so you will see it work, but you'll probably either see it work inconsistently or not in the major miraculous way that most of us are seeking. So where are we stuck? We are often stuck in trying to change our behavior. We want to change our habits, meaning what we're actually doing on a daily basis. And unfortunately, this is where a lot of medicine is stuck. We want to tell patients to eat differently, exercise, and ta-da, you'll lose weight. But we know that it's not as simple as that. And of course, it works for some people, but I guarantee you that for those for whom it works, and it works permanently, they've also shifted their self-perception, their beliefs. Now, things like therapy, which I believe in, work a lot on our thoughts. And I've run into many healers and really great people who preach identifying the thoughts that are not serving you and then swapping them with a new thought. And of course, some people will see that this works, but I bet you've also noticed how exhausting that is. And that's because for one emotion, there are literally thousands of thoughts. And so running after every single thought, when we could identify the source emotion, becomes a never-ending battle, where to heal one thing, it takes you 4, 5, 10 years, a lifetime. And many of you listening have probably experienced that. And then you have the few innovators who have realized, the secret is in the emotions. We have some trapped emotions that need to be processed and released. And this is where the emotion code comes in. This is where a lot of work that I've run into comes in. And because the emotions is upstream in the matrix of paradigm, you get an even bigger effect, an even bigger wow effect. And it works. But yet again, I've run into patient after patient who said, yeah, it worked for this thing and that thing, but it's not working over here in this part of my life. It's not working to heal this specific chronic issue that I have in my body or my relationship issues, but it did work with my financial issues or my autoimmune disorder. Why is that? Well, I have done so much of this work one-on-one with patients. And that, coupled with my deep desire to truly get to the source and to heal, is how I discovered that you need to take it one step further up the matrix. And that is uncovering the beliefs that you picked up at some part of your life when something happened to you. Beliefs that are intrinsically tied to who you think you are. And it is those beliefs that have created the trapped emotions that you're seeking to release. And so in Matrix Coaching, what I do is I help you get to those beliefs. I help you find those maladaptive beliefs that have told you that you are someone that you are not, and that have created the trapped emotions, the maladaptive thoughts, and all the behaviors and the experiences that come with it that are hard to break. And it doesn't take 4, 5, 10 years. In fact, I've watched women do it in 2 weeks. Now, my program, of course, takes it slowly and step by step because this is a new concept. Not a lot of people can grasp this. In fact, the first thing that I always hear is, what do you mean I can change my identity? You are who you are, and that's it. Well, that's what the world wanted you to believe. You're born and everyone around you tells you, oh, she's the smart one. She's the cute one. She's the fat one. She's good at this. She's bad at that. Astrology comes and says, because you were born in August, you are this way. Yet if you read the other signs, you'd probably find a little bit of yourself in them too. But we live in a world that has convinced us that who we think we are, that our personalities are set in stone, that we were born with it and it's just a matter of unraveling it and then showing it to the world or finding them out. But it's not like that at all. You were born with the gift to choose. To choose what you are going to experience, to choose what you are going to believe you are. So everything that you believe now was either handed to you and you accepted it, or you created it because of an experience. I've watched women go from being painfully shy to deciding that they're actually confident and charismatic and literally become a new person. How's that possible if our identities are set in stone? I've watched women who were told for the longest time that they were not good with music. They just didn't have the ear for it. Decide that that was not their story any longer. Find the evidence of the opposite because that's what they wanted. And are now playing in orchestras. How is that possible if our identities are set in stone? I myself have gone through the same process. And if you look at the different chapters of my life, I can say that I have probably become different people multiple times. You can see it through the pictures over the years and through just my interactions. People who know me now and people who know me in another time of my life will tell you that they don't even recognize me in terms of how I feel and how I interact with them. And that's because I realized that I can literally choose what I believe that I am. Now, unfortunately, it goes a little bit deeper than that in our modern day society. And this is where a lot of the work that I do comes into play, and that is our traumas seep into, weave, create our personalities. They tell us that we are certain things that are not true, and generally it is tied to not being worthy enough or not being enough of something. It tells us that the world is not safe. And so part of the work that I do with women is to take off the masks that are no longer yours, to recognize the programs that have been running for so long, the beliefs that have convinced you that you were something you are not. You are not good enough, you're not pretty enough, you're not tall enough, you're not smart enough, you're not old enough, you're not young enough. There are many of them. And I have found that there are 7 gates to those beliefs. And I will cover that in the next episode, so that you can start to trace these maladaptive beliefs yourself. But when you find them and debunk them, you have already healed them, because you no longer believe them. And I promise you, as evidenced by my own life and the life of the hundreds of women that I have worked with, once you release a major maladaptive belief that you probably didn't even know you had, life around you will begin to change in ways you could have never expected. It will begin to align to your new belief that is closer to your truth. And so we need to find your maladaptive beliefs. We need to find all of the lies that you have gathered from your trauma, from your experiences, from your caregivers, from the world around you. And then you need to also see how powerful you are and make new choices in places where perhaps you thought that you only had one choice, only one way of being, so that you truly become the masterful creator of your life that you were destined to be. So if this speaks to your soul, then you are ready for this. And I want you to follow me and to come on a journey with me and to follow the videos that I'm offering you here, that you can apply in your life today. And as always, for those of you who need just a little bit more help, you can always join my Matrix, my I Am community, for some more detailed coaching and step-by-step guidance with different practices that can get you to your true self. So until next time, remember to shine as if you were the one, because you are.